And we're back with the late night podcast. And Amy, would you like to introduce our guest?
Yes. Derek and I are here today interviewing our niece, Chenise Cook.
Hello.
Wee-hee-hee.
Hello.
Yes. She is very athletic. Unlike Derek and I, today we are losers.
No, y'all are not.
Yes, we are glad that, we're doing like a late night pod, like 10:44. It's the latest pod we've ever done, Amy.
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, for sure.
We had to redo the studio, so we have each of our cameras aligned and set up. So we want to say a very big welcome to Chenise. Thank you for joining us on the pod.
Thank y'all. I'm glad to be here.
All right, so we want to hear a little bit about you. I think I got the news that you have a big move. Is this public news already, and it's already all out there?
Yes.
So tell us about how this came about and your decision to make this radical change in your life.
Okay, so I am currently in college, and I am going on to my fourth year, my last year of college. Currently a senior, about to graduate one last year. And I've been playing volleyball for the first 3 years.
Yeah.
At Texas Southern University. And
represents.
Yep.
Division I athlete.
Yep, HBCU, yep. And let me see. I've been having a boyfriend for about 2 years, and he is moving across the country to Mississippi.
Yeah.
And he's going to play basketball at Ole Miss. And I, was very heartbroken about him leaving, and I just, care for him so much. And he said, well, you could come with me.
Curveball.
And I'm like, what? To leave my family here in Texas? I love Texas. I'm from San Antonio, living in Houston currently. Well, not anymore. I'm moving tomorrow, but living in Houston, so close to my family. I offered to move to Mississippi. And, I took him up on the offers.
And so just real quick for the microphone, so you probably wanted about a fifth from your mouth, so it could be a little bit. There we go.
Okay.
But perfect. But we can hear everything you're saying. Okay. So then does he present it before you? So he tells you, hey, you can join and you could come on with me from the get go. So are you like automatic, like, yeah, snap of the fingers, hey, I'm gone, yeah, I'm with you, bro, like I'm with you, boo, we're good to go, sign me up? Or you're just more like, ooh, hold on, time out, rewind, let me get some input, pray about it, think about it, and so what is your approach and your response to him? Because did you see that coming at all? Like,
no. So he entered the portal. So like that's the transfer portal. He was at Sam Houston, and he entered the portal and I knew he was gonna possibly move further. So I just went through the mentality of I'm gonna hold it down, and I just we're gonna do this long distance. And I didn't know that he was gonna ask me to go with him. So at first I was just like, okay. Once he got the news on Miss, I'm like, okay, I'm happy for him. That's a great school. And then internally, I'm starting to freak out, like, oh my gosh, or, he's only an hour away. Now he's going to be 8 hours away. And then,
yeah.
I don't know, he talked to some people, I guess, and then let me know that I could come with him. And then I was still on the fence because, my family's here and my, for sure, volleyball. Like, I already have everything here.
Yeah.
But I'm getting offered over there.
And you had completed already 3 years of college, so you're in the final year.
Yes.
So then you'll be leaving Texas Southern for your senior year.
Yeah.
And going over there. And would all your credits transfer? Is that the idea?
Yes, that's the idea, but I think I might lose a few, but I'm not sure just yet.
Oh, okay. Okay, So then it wasn't immediate yes. You had to think it through. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, I had to think it through because also the possibility of me playing volleyball over there at the University of Mississippi is not certain, but I know my school is being paid for. So, it's going to be, free of cost for me. So I am excited about that part. So that's what made me think. I'm like, okay, so I want to continue having my job at playing volleyball here at Texas Southern, or do I want to just be a normal student? I wasn't ready to make that transition from athlete to non-athlete.
Yeah. Okay, got it. So when you were thinking through it, did you have to have a mindset of, I have to be okay with not playing, potentially?
Yeah.
Woo! Mm-hmm. But the outlook right now seems like you are gonna play,
Um,
or what is that perspective right now?
yes, it's going that direction. It's not for sure certain yet, but I will let y'all know that's still up to date.
Okay, so then are you talking to like the coaches there? Are you talking to the administrative staff there? Or is there limitations on what you can and cannot?
There's limitations to what I can and cannot do, but
So you can't just be like call or email the head coach
Yeah.
directly. You cannot do that.
no.
Oh, is there a date when you can? When that's
Yeah, so I don't think I should talk about
okay.
that stuff.
Okay, okay, got it.
I was gonna say, I was like, is that not this? You wouldn't have to be released into the portal.
Yeah, so
Like the same thing.
You want to get any pizza?
Yeah.
I feel like this decision of me moving was like for starting for like 100% yes, good like 2 weeks ago.
It's fresh, very fresh.
Yeah, so I just made the for sure yes. Like it's been floating around the air, but then it made it for certain about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And so since then, the volleyball portal closed on the 15th of May.
Yeah.
So if I wanted to transfer schools, I could not immediately play volleyball. I would have to get a waiver. So since I didn't enter the portal is me being free and released from Texas Southern Volleyball. Since I didn't do that and want to trade schools, it's like I have to get a waiver.
Okay.
But
Okay,
it's possible.
Okay, so then can you give me one? I was sure if that's your plate or my plate.
I can pass this one to you if you want this one.
Okay. Thank you.
I was like,
That
I
was
don't
so-
know. He's gonna have to reach all
That
the
was
way
so
over here.
thoughtful of you, Amy. Thank you. We've also never eaten pizza or even eaten much of anything on the pod. I don't think I've even had gum on the pod before.
Yeah, I had a snacks earlier today, and I was like, man, I really want to just stick a Reese's in my mouth, but I didn't.
Yeah,
I
well,
withheld.
Well, thank you for being considerate. But no. Okay, so there's some that you can't talk about. Okay, so 2 weeks ago you made it certain where it's done. And how was boyfriend's response?
He was happy. He was happy. He's glad I'm coming with him because he also cares for me still very much.
Yeah.
And I'm also very excited because he's been in Texas. I feel like he met mostly all my family. He's
Yeah.
been down here multiple occasions to San Antonio. And now I met his parents and his little brother.
Yeah.
But this is my first time going over there. He's from Memphis and Mississippi. The University of Mississippi is like an hour away from each other.
Oh.
So I'm going to be closer to his family.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have to build that relationship. And I'm excited for that because me being a family person, I'm very close to my family. I talk to my mom very often. And I just love my family. So
Yeah.
I'm glad I get to experience this.
Wow. Okay. So you got, and then when did you go?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay.
Flight to
So then-
7:30 a.m.
That's why we're having the pod today, Derek.
Yeah.
You're right. Which is I thought I didn't want to make it the assumption because I was like, there's a trip tomorrow. I know you were leaving San Antonio. I wasn't sure if you're going to Mississippi tomorrow.
Yeah. My
Okay.
house in Houston is packed up.
And then what was the conversation again? Being a D1 athlete, there's your team, your teammates, your coaches. What are those conversations like? Is that something you talk about openly, or is that more?
Well, my coach told her recently she is wishing me the best, and she's sad about me leaving the
Yeah.
program because I have made a great impact. Been starting all my 3 years, and just done amazing things with Texas Southern Volleyball, and I have been a leader and a captain on the team. So she was upset, not upset, but saddened that I'm leaving,
Yeah.
and then she wishes me the best.
Okay.
I'm sad that you're leaving. Do you remember when you were leaving to college the first time?
Yeah.
And I was going out of town or something, and you took me to the airport.
Yeah.
You remember? I was all sad.
Yeah, and we started crying.
We both started crying.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Pregnancy hormones hitting me right in the
Are you
heart.
feeling something right now?
Feeling the
Yeah, I'm
waterworks.
feeling sad.
That's
feel-
how I felt earlier
Mm.
today.
Yeah.
I went to go visit Grandma Vea, my great grandmother,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, "Grandma, I'm leaving tomorrow." And she's like, "Oh, mija," she's so happy for me, and I'm like holding it in. I'm like, "Yeah," but I am excited.
Yeah.
I am excited for the move and for the change because my older sister Christiana. She was pushing me to be like, "Take a risk." I would do it if I was you. Take risks, because a lot of people don't get those opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's something I never done before. Move away from my family.
That's
And-
yeah.
What was your Houston family? Because your Mexican family's here.
Mm-hmm.
then again, and then some of your black families here, but then a lot of your black families in Houston.
Yeah, my grandpa
then-
and my grandma.
So was that like a phone call? Is that a text message? Is that an email? Is that
Yeah.
like what's the letting them know, because that's a big deal because you're
Yeah.
there with them, and then so what was that like?
So I definitely told my side of the family, my mother's side, my mom, my siblings, first because I'm closer to them, and I was kind of delaying telling my grandfather from my dad's side that lives in Houston with me because he's a little bit more judgmental and strict, and I was getting ready for the what, why are you doing that? You have
Yeah.
this here and things like that. But I told him I texted him. I said, are you at home? You and I are at home. Can I come visit y'all today? And then they said, actually, we're here in San Antonio visiting your niece. So they were seeing my new niece.
Oh, right. Because when we've talked about you missing the podcast last week, it was because of your niece, our
Great niece.
Great
Our-
niece?
Yeah.
our
Okay.
great niece being born, which is your direct
Sisters.
niece, your sister, right? Your sister's daughter.
Yeah, her name is Stalasia. And so she was just being born.
So they were in town.
They were in San Antonio while I was in Houston, because I wanted to tell them in person and say my goodbyes because like I was leaving Houston.
Hold on.
Uh-huh.
Okay, they don't know yet. They didn't
No,
know.
they didn't know.
Okay, so you found out 2 weeks ago,
Yeah,
and then
I was gonna tell them like a day before I left Houston to go.
which
to
was
visit.
when?
7 days ago. Well,
Okay,
I
7 days
left
ago.
Houston on Sunday. I texted
yeah.
them Saturday.
Okay, good. Okay, you okay?
the,
Okay.
last few days.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So this is a big turnaround with everything. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. And what was that like?
So I texted them. They said, actually, we're in San Antonio. I said, oh, okay. So they called me, and then they started, my grandparents, he's very involved in my athletic life. So he was asking me about TSU volleyball, how the team's looking, is the coach coming back? And he was like, and you're still good, right? You're coming back. I was like, yeah, I'm eligible to come back to TSU, but I'm actually transferring. And he was like, where? And I told him where, and he was like, and they were excited for me.
Oh.
Yeah, so that was good because I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting not the best, but I must have been the baby in front of them that was making them so positive. But they were happy.
They
for
were
me.
soft.
Yeah, they were happy for me.
They were in soft mindset.
Yeah. Okay, so you tell them. So 2 weeks. Doesn't that feel like nothing? It's like, I don't know, 2 weeks in a lifetime when you're all these moving parts to talk to people, let them know the process so like, is your apartment all packed up? And
Yeah. So my boyfriend, he's a huge help. He was like, okay, so I have a lot of clothes.
yeah.
He was like, we need to get rid of these. So he
What girl
made me.
doesn't?
He made me sit down and. You don't need this, like I would throw away about 4 big black trash bags of clothes. Not threw away,
Ooh.
gave away to Goodwill and.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I still had so many clothes, so I was stressing. That was the only thing. But yeah, he helped me pack up. He did a great job motivating me because he said he's been moving around his whole life, so I guess he's used to this. Me, not that used to. And I have clothes like I could wear like a pair of clothes. I have a outfit for every day of the year. Like I don't need to wash at all. I could just keep going. So definitely helped me clear out some stuff. And then it was a little stressful at one point because I felt like I had so much stuff and
Yeah.
I wanted to drive up there at first. It's 8-hour drive from Houston, but it's a 12-hour drive from San Antonio to
Yeah.
Mississippi. And I wanted to drive because I had so much stuff and it's going to be expensive to ship. And then also I've only been on a plane like 4 times. So I'd never flown by myself. Nervous about that. So I want to do whatever I'm comfortable with. I want to have all my stuff and I want us to drive. But my mom was like,
You're
I
going to
don't
waste
know.
my time.
yeah. And I was like, okay, I'll be a grown up and do this without you. So I ended up only shipping like 2 boxes. And I said, I'm going to take a suitcase. And then I said, whatever clothes I need, my boyfriend's going to buy it for me.
And furniture?
Apartment is furnished.
So then the old furniture, what did you do with that?
Oh, sold it. He was selling that too. He did good. He was posting everything on Facebook Marketplace, selling it. He was
So
getting my
these
stuff
2
done.
weeks have been crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, and now
Dang.
my apartment is completely empty. I had to sell a table, couch, dresser, a TV stand, a fireplace. Like,
Yeah. Was it like an emotional? Was it an
works.
emotional? Did you like to part ways
yeah.
with the apartment, the furniture, your stuff, and all this?
Yeah, because I lived in a house, and I really did love my house. Like it was comfortable. I loved it. I had pink everywhere. It was comfortable. I really liked my house. If I would have stayed, I would have stayed there another year. I would have renewed my lease and stayed there.
Yeah.
So it was a little emotional. Also because I am a hardworking woman and I buy all these things. So I'm like, this is my hard work. This is my money just going down the trash with my clothes and my furniture and things.
Yeah.
So it made me feel some type of way.
Yeah. Wow. No, because naturally you walk through life and you can see how stressful just one activity is. Just moving one apartment to another apartment. There's a lot of stress just in that idea. Same city, 2 blocks away. There's a lot of stress just with that. And being able to like know that's coming, and then if you were just doing that and just getting rid of the furniture in one place, knowing the next place is going to be furnished, but you're not just moving across the state in the same state. You're moving across the country. Again, 8 hours from where you were, 12 hours from here. New college, new apartment, get rid of all your furniture, get rid of a lot of clothes, a new school, question marks on the team, question marks on credits transferring.
Leaving family.
Leaving family.
Leaving dad's side of the family in Houston, being more distant from your family here in San Antonio. So, woo! Sounds like a whole lot.
And I also couldn't be the most independent. Well, I couldn't be the most independent because my car was giving me a lot of problems. So I definitely could not drive, or my boyfriend did not want me to drive to an 8-hour drive from Houston. So I couldn't just load my car up and take it. I needed help from my family or somebody close. And yeah, because he didn't want me to take my car because it's kind of rink-a-dink.
So you're flying tomorrow?
I'm flying tomorrow.
In the vehicle?
Staying here.
You're not going to have a vehicle over there?
I'm going to get one. I've been saving for it.
Okay. And then that vehicle that's here?
My mom's getting it back. She's going to sell it.
Gotcha.
Because she originally gave me the car.
Okay. And then boyfriend D. He is
The senior as well.
Exactly what I was. So this is last year basketball?
Yeah.
He's not squared away with basketball. He'll be going immediately into the season.
Yeah. The whole team's already there, I believe. So they're going to be working hard
Okay.
soon.
And then do you guys have a place together?
Yes.
Okay. So then that will maybe offset some expenses. If instead of you two having separate places,
Yeah.
you two having the same place.
Yeah.
Okay. And then how far is that from campus?
2 minutes.
Okay, you can walk.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, helpful. Okay. And then how far along are you thinking of when it comes to getting a vehicle?
Maybe I think soon, really recent. As soon as I get down there, I think I'm going to be set.
Okay. Can you give me another piece? Por favor.
Yeah, that's super exciting.
I just think, I mean, it's hard for me to think. Maybe this is the adult in me, but the adult in me just feels like the stress and worry and just the that's a lot. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
And then so you're going to be car shopping. That's another stressful thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you already know what you got in mind? Are you?
Yeah. Well, actually, no.
No. Okay.
No. Yeah. Also,
A Bronco.
I've been liking the Broncos. I'm not gonna lie. I like how they look, but my boyfriend said that they break down a lot, or people say that they're not really reliable. But I'm not sure. I haven't done my own research, but I do like on the drive over here from Houston. I was like, oh, I like how the Broncos look.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also like Jeeps
Or 4Runner. Toyota's
and
reliable.
trunks. I like trucks, but they're
A
not the
Tundra.
best at on gas. On
A
gas.
Tacoma. Tacoma's smaller, and it's still a truck.
But gas.
Yeah, it's better on gas because it's smaller.
Oh, okay.
It's smaller than like a Tundra or a big one, and it's not for hauling. But you could put stuff in the trunk.
Ooh, okay. Quick question. I'll ask my podcast host for this one. Is your you want to read the comment real quick?
Oh, yeah. They said, oh, I have one. It's definitely a love-hate relationship.
With the Bronco, Matt?
With a Bronco.
With the Bronco or the Tundra or the
Yeah, right.
Or
We
the
have several
Tacoma.
vehicles. Yeah, let us know which vehicle that was. Okay, I was gonna ask you. Oh, so you're really orange right now. I could adjust the camera, and then of course people will see the first part of the pod with you this color, and then you'll become more my color if I adjust it. What do you think?
Yeah, I noticed it, but we had been loading.
Yeah, I'm
for
surprised
so
you didn't
long.
say anything because I would noticed it too, but I did not. Say
I wasn't gonna say anything. I was like, it's okay.
All right.
I'll just be tan.
Okay.
So
Y'all hop in conversation while I adjust it.
Okay. So
So things that I feel okay, so let's say you don't end up playing volleyball. Are you going to what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna be the best basketball girlfriend ever.
Really?
Yes.
That's where the thoughts are?
I'm gonna be the best basketball girlfriend. I'm gonna support my boyfriend and everything he's do, and I'm gonna do great with. I'm gonna focus on my school. My grades are gonna be great. I'm also gonna continue working out, make sure my body stays good, and I still stay athletic in the gym because I don't want to just lose myself. I want to find new hobbies or maybe continue playing volleyball, just not on the team. Find a little maybe recreation.
Recreational
Yeah.
league? Recreation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
Kind of like how we play softball.
Oh, the comment said something. Is it touchscreen or no?
No, it's not touchscreen.
We're green.
Did I hit something?
Yeah, it's there.
Oh, there.
Yeah, there. Sorry.
Okay. So let's see what Matt said.
Sorry.
Matt Gutierrez said, "My Broncos, something's always up, but there's a lot of aftermarket stuff. So like,
yeah, it looks. I like the looks, but yeah, I definitely want a reliable car.
Oh, it didn't do anything when I just did it.
No, it didn't.
Okay, sorry. Let me try again.
Try again, but watch the cord because I think that's what made it turn green.
yep. Okay. So, well, that's good that you have a plan.
Yeah, I'm also kind of ready to be. If that were the case, I'm also ready to be a regular student because I've never had that. And I feel like that could be a fun experience, even though it's new. And I didn't know my last volleyball game would be my last college volleyball game. I definitely feel that I gave my all in my last volleyball game. So there's that. Like, I know I put my efforts in, and I didn't end on a bad note. And I know my career has been great so far. So I'm not really disappointed if it were to end. But I would really love to be on that team because it's an amazing program. And I just love volleyball for real.
Okay.
That
I'm
makes
almost
sense.
back. Let me get my headphones. Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a lot to think about. Of the idea that the potential of having played your last volleyball game without knowing you played your last volleyball game.
Right. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's kind of like, gives me some type of feels because I really do like it. But like I said, I'm comfortable with it because I give my all, and I gave my all in my last game. It was good efforts from me. So, and my career has been good. Like, even I love my mom. She's a great supporter, so she gives me that comfort that says, if you were to stop playing, I think you had a good run. I'm like, thank you, Mom.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's a lot to think about. Because I don't know about you, but when I imagine my last anything, I always there's this visual of how I saw it going, or
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, there's something epic about it, even if I lost. But like the idea of the last one, I at least know that it's here.
Yeah.
But the idea of it being the last one and it's behind me,
Yeah.
there is something that's a little bit sad about the idea of that being real.
Yeah, and me, I wanted I wanted a senior night. I'm over here supporting all my seniors ahead of me. I'm giving them big baskets, like the big not big Tupperware, but the big moving container tubs. I'm filling that with snacks, goodies, candles, body scrubs, body wash, everything that you would ever want. So I was given that because that's what I wanted. And now I might not get one of those.
Oh, oof.
But I hope I do.
It's okay, Chenise. We'll ship you one
Thanks.
at the very least.
But to that point about like even a going away party, like there's, I mean, again, like
No, yeah. I haven't texted my team yet.
You haven't got anything.
Because it's recent. I honestly,
I get why and how. I totally get why and how.
I wanted to make sure it was for certain before I said anything. So me having the flight, even though I know I packed up all my stuff, me having my flight tomorrow, that makes me feel like, okay, this is no going back. That's when
So when are you texting them?
probably tomorrow on the plane,
Oof.
waiting at the airport.
Yeah.
And now they're not gonna have any seniors. I was the last senior.
They're not gonna have
I was
any
gonna.
seniors.
There was only gonna be me. I came in with 3 freshmen.
Yeah.
including me, and one of them graduated early. She took like 10 classes the last semester, and she graduated early, but she came in with me. And then the other girl, she's no longer on the team, so I was going to be the only senior. So all of the whole team would be celebrating me. So I probably would have had the amazing
Oh my gosh.
senior night that I always
think
wanted.
about that. Such a
Dang.
sacrifice.
I know.
It's okay.
I hope you're reminding D.
Is that
I just sent him the link, so you better join soon.
Yeah.
okay? So
No.
is that like an epic thing? Okay, it is like an epic thing of your sacrifice because whenever Angela, naturally, my wife moved here, and that was 5 hours. That's a whole different level of hours and commitment.
I think it's a huge sacrifice because also I just had my first niece, and I love my sister with my whole heart.
Yeah.
And then she's had this whole, she's my older sister. I look up to her, and I just love her so much. I care for her. And then she's having my first niece. I'm an aunt now. So I'm moving away from her as well. So it does really break my heart because I already gotten used to being away from my other siblings and seeing them when I can. And I don't know, I've already been with them a lot of my life. But a new life coming in, even Kalel, her son.
Yeah.
It hurts my heart being away from him as well. So when I come in Santa, I've seen him like almost every day being here.
Right. And something that I feel like we either talked about or it's been mentioned was the idea of maybe staying in Houston after graduation because of maybe networking opportunities, whether it's professors or athletic stuff or connections you have there. So then future like possibilities, does you moving to Mississippi mean that you hope to ultimately land back in San Antonio, like, as you just mentioned, with family, or do you go, no, it's maybe 50-50 of Houston, San Antonio, or is there like 33 where it's like, I don't know, maybe you're starting a career, starting a life in Mississippi. What are your thoughts there?
I definitely, it's really it's definitely me and my partner coming in together and seeing what we are going to do. He is on the live. Let's say hey.
D's on the
Hey,
on
D.
there. Shout out D.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah, welcome back. Definitely up to both of us. He has some goals to continue basketball after college. So wherever that takes him, I will travel with him. Or if that does not happen, we will discuss. He said he doesn't want to stay in Mississippi or Memphis, if I recall. So probably not there. But this is going to be my first time in Memphis. I've been to Mississippi, but only for volleyball. So it's going to be my first time being in another college town and visiting or staying there for a whole year. So I'm excited. Moving, I don't know about coming back to San Antonio. It just depends what we want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's a decision between both of us.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that a lot of times in relationships, sometimes you go through phases where you can't both be like moving gung-ho on like your dreams and then both, I think there's obviously sacrifices, like you said with you and Angelita and other things also. So I think you're right now in the feeling of like you're gonna go and follow his lead for a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because and that's the mindset you kind of have. Is it not? It's like even you said following him to potential whatever city like where basketball to open up. Whether that's like, hey, that's the NBA side of it, but is he also thinking about like overseas basketball as well as a possibility?
For sure.
Nice. All right, so D, how'd you do this past year? Post your stats in the comments.
Yeah, he did really great.
We caught some of his games.
His history, he was at Texas Southern for 2 years, won 2 tournament championships, went to the double NCAA tournament 2 years, and then transferred to Sam Houston. They were, I believe, conference champions, so they were number 1 in conference, but they lost the tournament for Conference USA. That's what Sam Houston University is in. Now he's in the transfer portal, or he was, and now he's going to Ole Miss, and that's the NCC.
Oh, okay.
It's like, what is she looking at me for? I don't.
Had to think.
I thought there was a hesitation or pause about something that you shouldn't. Again, like
No.
with the transfer stuff, like I think there's things where I'm always like, okay, what can you say? What can you not say? And like, of course, we're doing a live thing, so it's like,
Yeah,
and not
few
that
things under the table, but
yeah,
I'll try to pause
yeah.
How to say?
Yeah, but he's great. He's great. He everywhere he goes, he dominates. So I definitely think at Ole Miss he's going to do amazing, and he's very dedicated. He's
Yeah.
hardworking, driven. Yeah.
Yeah, and then so are you guys working out together again
Yeah.
already?
Yeah, when he was in Houston, so he moved out of his apartment and stayed with me for a little bit until he went to Memphis, and we were working out together. He
There we go.
motivates me to get on my stuff.
Yeah.
on my grind.
Okay. And then so is that working out and diet? Like you guys, are like in it on both sides of that?
Right now, we weren't dieting, but I'm definitely about to start getting in the. We like to eat healthy, but sometimes we eat not the best.
Yeah.
But we have fasted before together a few times, like twice,
Yeah. Okay.
and that's cutting things out of our diet and praying together, Bible study, all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. And then what about the church? Did you have to tell the church that you were leaving?
Oh, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I didn't.
Are they like locked in like that, or is it kind of different? 'Cause some it's like some it's like, oh, did she die? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like some if like somebody like this all of us stops attending, then it's more like almost like, oh no, like see if send somebody to her apartment or whatever. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
No, it's not. It's not that locked in.
okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Plus, I mean, you went to the same church as your grandparents, right?
Yeah,
So
so I
they'll
got
know.
baptized at McGee Chapel, and it was more like a family church. My grandma and my grandpa goes there, and my uncle Leroy was baptized there, and my father was baptized there. So that's why I feel like I was connected to me, and I should get baptized there as well because it was more of a family church. But that church is also 20 miles away from my house in 20 minutes. So I went to Wheeler Baptist Avenue. That was like down the street, and I really liked that church as well and that pastor. So I got baptized at McGee, and I did go there for the whole summer because I was living with my grandparents last summer
Yeah.
in Houston. While I was going through apartments, from apartment to apartment, I was living with my grandparents and going to that church, and made a connection over there.
Yeah.
And I've been over there when I was little too, so some of the fellow members recognize me at times. But moving back to downtown Third Ward near TSU, I go to Wheeler Baptist Avenue.
Okay, gotcha.
Mhm.
Gotcha. Got it. Then, okay, for people, sometimes parents are like tapping in and they're thinking about their kid playing D1, whatever, D1 sport, being a D1 athlete. What's something that you didn't realize about being a college athlete that you found out later, and you go, oh snap, I wish I would have knew about this before I was in it. What's something that maybe you didn't know, but you found out going through it. Again, you've done it 3 years at this
Yeah.
point, going into your fourth potential year, or if you put up that year, however that goes.
Yeah, so I definitely feel like I've learned and got better at being a D1 college athlete every year, because that first year in college, you really don't know what to expect. You never experienced it before.
Yeah.
So some things I thought I would have took more seriously. Like people tell you, but you don't really take it seriously. Focus on the school and give your time to school and class. Like you
Yeah.
have to make time for everything, and it is going to be hard at times because you're going to be tired of being an athlete. You're going to be tired. You're not going to want. You're going to have little social life. You're not going to have the most free time at all, with it being during the season, and then also you have spring season. So just to manage your time very well and stay on top of your classes and your assignments.
Yeah. D, who's gonna read it? You gonna read it, Amy?
Nothing is given and have no. Oh, you covered it. Oh, it's right
up here.
there.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh.
Nothing is given and have no expectations for anything. Always work for it and not ask for it.
Yep.
There we go.
Definitely, I could relate to that because I have been working
Oh.
since being in high school.
Okay, so the question that I had was, some people who don't know, like, so at different levels, it's almost like, oh, athletes got the free pass.
Oh,
so
yeah.
like at the high school level or whatever.
Yeah.
Again, maybe you're more comfortable talking about it, especially because you're leaving. But the idea of special privileges that athletes get, how do you see that on this side of it? Like, as far as you went to the college side, is
Yeah.
there special privileges?
I feel like-
and how would you describe it?
At my school at Texas Southern, I feel like the only special privileges is probably for basketball, men's basketball, because they were winning championship back to back to back, so they get more leniency. But volleyball, we just kind of, wasn't excelling to the best. We
Yeah.
just being honest, you know.
Yeah.
So I feel like the most highest, they brought in the most money, the most wins, most big names, bringing
Attention,
in
yeah.
right, attention. So I feel like they get the most slack, and I don't believe. I mean, we might get extension. I don't know if you tell your professors, and we missed some class, but we missed class because of we're traveling, we have games, so that's really. I'm like, it's not beneficial at all. We don't get leniency. It's not beneficial because I'm missing class, so I don't know what she's talking about.
Right.
Yeah, so it's kind of also, what's the word, like harming you as well. Missing class, like that's not good.
Renders.
So it's
So you would say,
yeah.
so the benefits or whatever. So I guess the criticism outside looking in, athletes get the free pass and they don't have to work as hard as regular students. So you would disagree with that?
Yeah, I think we work harder for sure. It's harder in life, especially in college. You have a lot of free time in college. If I was just a regular student, I believe it would be so much way easier because you have all this time to work only on 5 classes. Being an athlete, you have 5 classes, and you also have 5 practices a week, and you have games on the weekends. You're booked up. You have one off day. Sometimes the off day is traveling. You're on the bus. We were on the bus most of the time. You're on the bus. Bad Wi-Fi. You're in a hotel. Bad Wi-Fi, and it's just not fun. And then you're tired on top of that. So you're waking up. I had to wake up at 6:30 in the morning every day for practice. And having weights. So sometimes we have 2 workouts a day. Like it's mentally and physically exhausting. So I think it's way harder being a student athlete, and we don't get a break, and it's not easy. We don't get free passes for sure, and I think it's harder.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
being a regular student would be way easier.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, on top of that, having a job, you know.
Right.
So not only.
Yeah, I felt like I had 3 jobs at one time because I had spring ball, I was coaching volleyball, and then I had school. So you have so much things to work out. You definitely have to prioritize your time and make sure you're getting everything, all the boxes checked, you know. Make sure you open in that laptop every day.
And sleep is the last box.
Yeah, sleep is the last box. And yeah, one more thing that you said, not advice I would give, but like to help college athletes going there. One thing I would have liked to know. Yeah.
Sooner.
Open up that laptop every day and check it for the assignments because my freshman year, that's one thing I feel like sometimes you don't feel like it. Like, I don't want to open my laptop and go and see what works I have to do. So, like, I wouldn't open during season was, like, my hardest time being freshman, new. I'm like, I don't want to open my laptop. I'm tired. Just get home. It's like if you don't open up your laptop for 1 or 2 days, you open it, you can see, like, oh, this is the assignment's due today. Now I got to rush and do it. Or I missed this assignment. Now I have to go and turn it in late or text the professor to open it. So, yeah, definitely stay on your work.
Stay on that work. Okay. I wanted to ask you about, okay, so then did you see last year, I don't know how much you were keeping up with it. I know my Twitter feed has a whole lot of it, which is about Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese deciding between, hey, do we do another year? Because they got the COVID year added to the whole eligibility. Or do they go to the league? And then, so there was so much speculation. Where's more money? Is more money staying in college ball and making that bigger, or is more money in sponsorships on the pro side? I know Angel Reese had just commented on it this past week, and she was talking about, like, look, like, even though it's a $70K salary, that $70K was just not there last time. So it's like that's a bonus as far as making money. But what I'm hearing you is even like the amount of stress and pressure that classes give, like the idea of them choosing, again, the classwork over, again, their dream of being a professional athlete and moving on. It seems as though it's almost a no-brainer. They could maybe come back for school because they would have that opportunity. Do you see the same thing? Because again, I don't know how much of a free pass they were getting or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I guess your perspective is it exists, but it didn't exist for you and your experience with your peers. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like higher D1s, they get paid more NIL deals, more endorsements and things like that. And so definitely you could, pretty sure they pay people to do the work. You know, they're not as locked in. But me learning and actually doing the work myself, takes more time and
Yeah.
doesn't give me a free pass if
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
to do that.
I can see how that's a great skill though. Like it's a great skill that you're required to develop of how effective can I manage my time with again volleyball, training, homework, classes, attending, papers, right? And in your degree is what again?
Finance.
Finance. Okay, so maybe not as many papers or papers.
Well, I still had to take 2 English classes and 1 communications.
Okay, so you were writing papers in those classes.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Gotcha.
Amy, you enjoying that pizza over there?
I am. I'm having a great time over here. I don't want to cry. So, focusing up.
I definitely was getting water-eyed earlier today. But I think I'm strong enough. And if anything, it's only 1 year.
Yeah.
Away, if anything.
Right.
Everything's gonna fly by. It's gonna be fast.
And
Great.
did you guys fall into the category where you guys had an extra year of eligibility too because of COVID?
No, we're 1 year after that. So
Oh.
the people above us have that COVID year, but we did not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because that was the people above y'all's freshman year, because that was your senior year.
Yeah, because I graduated 2021 in high school, and that was 2020.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Yeah.
So then is there I want to ask the question without, for of course getting you in any kind of trouble by saying anything, but where somebody who's going through a transfer process, and maybe I missed the detail of it, is there if somebody was transferring like you to another school, let's say University of Houston, they go to the University of Houston, would they have to wait a certain amount of time before they could even practice with the team and engage with the team and do workouts and stuff like that? Is there like a waiting period that's normal?
I don't believe there is. Like, if somebody was like me, it's just about the gameplay. If you're eligible to play, you could practice. Oh, you could even have practice players. We have managers that could jump in and practice. Like, that's not a problem. Just make sure, all your paperwork's good, have a physical and all your things like that. But definitely playing the game, that's where it comes to.
The actual games.
Yeah.
Which is not until the fall.
Yes.
Okay.
Or August, yeah. Fall.
August, yeah, okay, yeah. And then are you scoping out the team already and looking at like, okay, how many seniors do they got coming back?
Yeah.
How many juniors and how many and who and like are you like
My
Who am I
position
similar
and
to?
looking at their
right.
films and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay, and are highlight films pretty thorough? Like
Theirs?
in general, like is there? So if I was in your shoes and I was a player going to Ole Miss, to Ole Miss, would I be able to find online an adequate amount of information about the team, the highlights, how good they are,
Yeah.
and there's all their other stats is all up and everything like that?
Yeah, all their stats up, how they did last season, the season before, their coaches, everything, yeah. It's pretty much open on the web.
Okay, so there's not really anything. And then are even their games would still be posted like on YouTube or wherever?
Yeah.
Because
their game show on TV, I'm guessing ESPN.
okay, so then some of your games they would be like a live streamed at times,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
And those are still available.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess if their games are on TV, then they're not just on demand. You can't.
I mean, if it's on ESPN, you could go on ESPN and replay it.
Oh, really? Okay. It's like ESPNU or what is
Or
that? You know?
ESPN Plus.
Or ESPN Plus. Okay. Interesting.
That's a lot.
What? A lot of work to do to.
Yeah. My pregnancy brain can't even wrap my mind around it.
Yeah.
What were we talking about earlier? And then I said, I can't even think right now.
Was it?
Something about math.
Was it on this show?
I don't remember, Derek. No idea.
So, how do y'all feel about me moving away?
I'm excited for you. I'm excited because I feel like I'm sure that now. Oh, I'm pregnant also, so I don't know where my brain is going with that either. So it's like, okay, I'm thinking, well, I can finally figure out how those standby tickets work. I buy a standby ticket, and then they say, come and get on the plane, and then I could take me and Kalel. But I can't do that 9 months pregnant.
I'm gonna buy y'all. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna buy y'all plane tickets, but I'll definitely come down and see y'all whenever I can. If I'm not playing, best believe I'll be down every other weekend.
If I learn how because I've heard the standby tickets are like $60.
Then what? That's the thing is, so playing is such a big variable. If you're playing, then your commitment level is like crazy.
Yeah. And then that will also be my job. You know, volleyball is a job, so like that would be paying and like support. I don't know. That's my job. But if I am just a regular student, I might get another job. You know.
And then also, Ole Miss, is it that significantly bigger than TSU?
Yes.
Amy, look up how much bigger of a student population TSU is versus Ole Miss.
TSU's graduation is probably like 500. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how much it is. Maybe 1,000.
Is Ole Miss just like a massive like campus?
It's a really big university. I don't know, Bay. You have more information, and yeah, Bay. Ask some hot topics if you have any. I had one.
Yeah, bro, give it to us, bro.
Yeah.
If you got some topics over there, like share some information over here. You know,
I might coach volleyball over there if I don't play. I like coaching. I really enjoy coaching. I feel like I'm really good at it, and it just comes naturally to me.
Yeah.
I have coached 13-year-olds here in Houston at Absolute Volleyball Academy, and I had a great time. I coached for 2 years, so I'm 2 years experience with volleyball coaching.
There we go.
And
Come on.
Yep, I feel very experienced and amazing at that.
What city is it in?
Oxford, Mississippi.
Never heard of it.
And he lives in Memphis, and it's an hour away.
Oh, okay, you asked a question about how we feeling about you going.
Yeah.
Okay, so then if you are playing volleyball, would the frequency, do you think, of us seeing you would be the same probably? Maybe less.
Seeing me where in person?
Seeing you, period. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably the same. Same that you don't see me until the holidays, but me being closer to my boyfriend's family, he said I had to stay with them for Thanksgiving. And I said, okay, then I'm going to come home for Christmas. And he said, what? And I was like, babe, like if I'm with you for Thanksgiving, let me go with them for Christmas, right? But he didn't get to go with his. Okay. He said, it's the University of Mississippi. Come on now. Yeah, it's really big. Ole Miss is really big school.
I tried to look it up, but I'm confused.
Wait. Is Ole Miss different from University of Mississippi?
That is called the University of Mississippi, but everybody calls it Ole Miss.
Okay.
Yeah, Ole Miss.
Got it.
What was I saying? Yeah,
Pretty sure I typed that all wrong.
OLEMIS.
Yeah, I got that from Google autocorrect. Got that.
But yeah, so him playing basketball, his season goes through November and December, so Thanksgiving and Christmas. So him being in Houston, and he could not travel for the 2-day break he gets to go to Memphis and spend time with his family. So he hasn't been to his Thanksgiving in 3 years and his Christmas in 2 years. So this is going to be great here. You know, he's going to be with the family. And I know the food's going to be great, and I just can't wait for all that. But I still want to come down to see my family for Christmas.
Yeah.
But we're gonna discuss that later. I might spend Christmas with them and then come down.
Why don't
New
we
Year's.
go up there?
Yeah, see, there we go. That's what was going through my mind
Why
as
don't we
well.
get
We
big
have such a big family.
Airbnb. We all went to your baptism.
That's gonna be a lot. Like, what if they're like, oh my gosh, all these people, you know?
We're not gonna stay in their house.
Oh yeah, you're right. But
We just get an Airbnb and you can come
But
over.
that's doing a
when
lot
you-
for
Will this
one
show up with a
person.
bowl for the crawl? What's it called? The fish
Crawfish?
broil fish
Oh.
fish boil with it.
Yeah, crawfish boil or
Yeah,
crab
there we
leg
go.
boil.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
I love a seafood boil. That's my favorite. Yeah.
There we go.
But babe, tell us some food y'all cook for Thanksgiving because he says it's amazing. So I can't wait. Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday.
Yeah, D. What can we get an invite?
Yeah.
Can you let us know what kind of capacity they have for?
His mama just bought a new house. I'm pretty sure it's beautiful.
See, backyard, Mississippi.
Yeah.
Probably nice weather over there.
Mm-hmm.
But you'll
Yeah,
be
it's
you'll be
nice.
due. You'll be
Yeah, I will be. Should have the baby by then.
Yeah.
Before Thanksgiving?
No, well maybe
No.
right around
Oh,
Thanksgiving or
okay,
after.
Yeah.
Right after Thanksgiving or before Christmas.
And I just want to say I can't wait to go over there because they do have better weather. Today, the highest was yesterday, the highest was like 102, and the highest over there was 87. So I can't wait to go over there because it's so hot. Every time I go outside, that's all I can say. Every time I'm in the car, I feel like I was going to pass out yesterday in the car.
Yeah. Oh, and then back to your family real quick. So you asked how you feel, and I think there's a part of me that is maybe that empathy or just going like, oh, how did your Houston, because your last game, yeah, and it's so crazy that it could be that for you, but then all of because your Houston family went to so many of your games, right? Just because they're just there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of that's a heavy thing to process for them too. You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, my grandma was like, we're gonna have to find a way to go up there.
yeah,
And they're
yeah,
like
yeah.
60 in their 60s.
Right. Yeah, that's a lot.
But if I play, it's gonna be showing on TV.
Yeah.
You're gonna be able to watch it. You know.
Is their volleyball team hype?
They haven't. They're like mid. They're not mid. They're not mid.
They're
They're
like
not mid.
in the
In the middle of their
of
conference.
the
They're in the middle of their conference.
It's funny how the word mid is all of a sudden has a whole different meaning. It's like it doesn't even mean mid anymore. It
They're-
means like way towards the
Yeah, they're
bottom.
like in the middle. They're really good and really athletic,
Yeah.
and I think they're gonna be amazing this year.
There you go.
But
Especially Chenise
last
is on the
season,
team.
last season, I think they're like in the middle of their conference.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. So then, are you are you trying to connect? Do you connect with them like online, or like, I following like their players on IG, or are you like waiting
not
for
just
that?
Yet.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
okay.
waiting for that.
Yeah.
I follow their volleyball page, but
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
She doesn't want to start not getting followed back.
yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Not getting followed back.
Yeah, she doesn't want to look desperate.
I don't know. Okay. So here's the thing, right? So let's say if she was staying at TSU and other people, and another player was transferring in,
Yeah.
and then if you're on the team, you're saying if somebody added you that just was transferring to the school, what would
How
Well-
desperate.
Yeah, there's some
Just kidding.
there's some girls out there that follow you and DM you like, hey, I'm really interested on getting on the team. What's tryouts? Those girls I don't follow back. But if they're already committed and signed and my coach posts them, oh, new incoming, I'm gonna follow them back. Like I know they're on the team. If they're not on the team, I'm not following.
Okay. Got
Like,
it.
yeah.
Is that common where people would reach out like that?
Yeah. Like I look at my Twitter DM. I'm not even on Twitter, and this girl's like, I'm coming to TSU in the fall. I really want to be on the team or whatever. I have no control over that. So
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. Those I don't respond because I don't even be on Twitter. But them girls kind of message multiple people on the team. So those are people like that. And TSU, I don't know if I should talk about it, but TSU tryouts, they always look so bad. Like I don't know why people try out when they probably have not been playing. They probably haven't been playing their whole life. Like were y'all even playing in high school? Like that's
Like,
how bad.
you didn't call a recruiter at all? You
Yeah.
don't have any highlight videos?
Yeah, like you can't even pass the ball. What makes you think you could get on the team at a D1 volleyball, D1 college like university?
I can't believe that they actually have tryouts.
Yeah,
Jeremy had said that to, I think Jeremy has a friend who goes to MIT, like in Boston. And he was like, oh, are you going to try out for the basketball team? I was like, he could try out for the basketball team? You could just try out?
yeah.
And then he was like, yeah. I was like, no way. Like, I didn't even know that you could just try out for the team.
I know. Well, for volleyball, no girls has been picked up from tryouts since I've been there.
Yeah.
But basketball at TSU, they picked up like a few walk-ons, like maybe 3 people from
Men or women?
Men, 3 or 4 people from tryouts, and then like maybe like 1 or 2 get in the game, and like the other ones are just practice players. But I think that's cool. Like that gives them opportunity and something to do.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if I'm on the team and somebody reaches out and saying they're like trying to come in and step it up and do their thing, would I like salute my brother? Come on with it. You know,
Right.
like do your thing. Like let's go. What you're thinking? No, I'm
Cringy. Maybe that's
I feel like-
it's cringy to encourage somebody who's an up and comer who has a dream.
I think the coach likes that as well because they bring in more competition. Like watch, and I like that too. I always love a new competition. Like every year, coach tries to scare like, we got new girls coming in.
About to take your spot.
Never that. Never that. We're working hard over here.
Yeah. Nice.
Yep. Well, how exciting. So would you be able to go to the tryouts at the new place?
I mean, if I'm not already on the team by then.
So, I mean, there's always a chance.
Because I've seen on the basketball side of Instagram where the college will shout out their seniors that they're signing from high school. I'm like, oh, okay, hey, we signed or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, and you had the whole signing thing even. I don't know what they put if they put that on their Instagram or whatever. Like, from the get go, but you're able to see like how stacked up the team is as far as like how many returning players are coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so does it seem okay? So the spectrum, all right. If like spectrum is like, oh dang, like they're like fully, they have a full team coming back, or it seems like they have significant spots.
I forgot. I was just on the roster today. I'm not gonna lie. They have like 2 seniors. One of them is in my one senior is my position. They mostly have a full team coming back. Yeah, and they had, I know this one setter come in the spring. So you know how there's 2 semesters. There's fall and spring. You can also come in, transfer during spring, and do practice already early. So I did see they have one spring incomer. And most volleyball teams already have their teams stacked up because the portal opens when the season ends back in November or December.
Yeah.
So by this time, they already have people in mind who they want on the team. But yeah, they have a lot of girls on the team. Probably about already a full team. I don't know who's coming in. But
You said Drake versus Kendrick. D said Drake versus Kendrick Lamar. I thought it was already over. That is it still going?
Yeah, Kendrick did kill him.
I thought it was like unanimously understood.
That Kendrick won.
Yeah.
We like both of them though, right? Or no?
I mean,
Oh no,
Derek and I are.
Team Kendrick.
I don't even know where we're at on it.
Where are you at on it?
Nowhere. I don't really know anything.
Why you put a we over here?
Because we had already talked about it.
In another podcast.
I feel like we had touched it, and I asked you, and then maybe we got all off on different topics.
Because I have no idea what's going on all the time.
Yeah.
Well, I like both artists, and I don't really care for the beef, but I do like Kendrick's song, and I like Metro Boomin's BBL Drizzy. Hey, y'all know that one? I like that one, and then I like Kendrick's the one
Where he's talking mess.
yeah.
Great commentary, Amy.
Yep.
But I listen to Drake my whole life. I like them both as artists. Honestly, I don't know what they do behind closed doors, but I just know what they put out in the music, and I support both.
Yeah.
And I'm here for no violence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Quit looking at me like that if you're not gonna say anything. Spit it out, brother.
Who's the guy that bowed out early on?
Oh, J. Cole.
J. Cole.
I have a picture with him.
I like J.
Hey,
Cole.
you can't say that. You can't say that out loud.
Picture with him?
No, I'm just kidding.
He came to my work.
Okay.
Yep.
No, they're saying that was the smartest move of his career, just to bow out early instead of hopping on Drake's side of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like he avoided a missile launch.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So
I loved all the memes where like it was like Drake and Kendrick and it's like fighting and then J. Cole's like background not doing anything.
Yeah.
Like, turned around.
Yeah.
How exciting.
All right, so you fly out tomorrow.
I should get there at 11:30, 12 in the afternoon, and my mother-in-law is going to pick me up from the airport. I can't wait to see her as well. It's been a little minute, but
Okay, so then you make all these sacrifices. Is he gonna get a tattoo of your name or something on?
yeah,
it?
he is. He
Is that
is.
what it is?
He's gonna propose in about a year or two, and then we're gonna start building a family 3-4 years down the road. And yeah, we're gonna be together forever. And babe, put a red heart if this is true. Put a red heart if it's true.
Okay.
And yeah, so he's gonna get my name as well. I'm deciding where, on his chest or something. And then once we get married, he's gonna get a tattoo.
No, you want it to be somewhere where they're gonna see it on TV.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Forehead.
Yeah, forehead.
Behind the ear.
Maybe on the hand, on the shooting hand.
Does he have a lot of ink? I'm forgetting.
No, he only has one tattoo. I was with him on his first tattoo. He has a Joker piece right here on his stomach.
Yeah.
He wants to get more.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
It's pretty big though,
So
because
then,
he got it because I was saying I had more ink than him,
You have
and then he was
tattoos?
like, "You have
Well,
more ink than me," and then he got it, So he'd be like, "You made me get a tattoo." I'm like, "I didn't make it. You wanted to get your own." Hey, where's the red heart? Where's the red heart? Where's the red heart?
Yeah, David Barnes.
Yep.
Okay. So then, are you imagining a world where you change your last name?
You see,
in the marriage setting, are you like, oh, hey, it's 2024. By the time we're married, it's 2026. It's a new era.
Yeah, I don't know, because I really do like my last name. Like, I feel like Cook has a lot of value, and I love Cook. I'm like, I don't know if Chenise Cook Barnes sounds good, but Chenise Barnes is cool. But I would take him just to be like, not traditional and like respectful. Angelita took your last name? Yeah.
Yeah.
Did she add yours or just take yours?
She. Ask your question again.
Like, did she add your last name to her last name? Like, she has two last names.
she dropped her last name.
Yeah, I don't know. Because even I thought about, like, why does my child that I have to create and give birth get the male's last name? Where's mine?
Well, one of Angelita's cousins, she's married. She didn't change her last name, and then the child. So the husband has one last name, the wife has one last name, and the child has a third different last name.
What?
So the child is named after, I think it's the mom's maiden name, which is, of course, the maiden names sometimes can be lost in the marriage setting. So we were like, wait, what? They ain't never heard of that before. Like 3 different last names.
Yep.
But we are in 2024, and you never know what's gonna happen moving forward. But yeah, it's an interesting thing when you think about like what you're giving up, and then what the other person and what they're thinking on their side.
Would you ever drop your middle name?
What does that mean?
Like drop your middle name to be Cook. So Chenise Cook Barnes, but you would be Chenise Barnes, but
No, I don't think I would do that.
What's your middle name?
Danette.
Danette. Got it.
Hey, David Barnes out there. Where's my red heart?
in the comment section.
Don't piss me off.
Unless Chenise is a liar
You're gonna see the
and you
smoke
don't
come out.
love her.
Yeah, don't play.
She said, "Send
I'm
red
going to
heart
see you tomorrow.
in the comments."
I'm going to see you tomorrow. I'm traveling 800 miles. Let's remember.
800. That's how long it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so what was it like meeting Salasia?
It was I cried when I first told her.
Oh,
'Cause it was so beautiful. And yeah, it's just so crazy because it kind of happened. It didn't happen fast, but it did. Like I felt like her pregnancy went by so fast. And she's just so beautiful. I think she's gonna look like my sister Christiana. I think she's gonna look like her.
Yeah.
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 She has her face, like her chubby cheeks, and then like how Christian's face, like Christian's face naturally has a little frown to it. Like you can't tell she's happy till she smiles. I feel like that's how Salasia is.
I wouldn't think about Krish like that. I wouldn't think about Krish like that until
These are gummies.
yeah, they're gummies. Until right now when you said it, I guess it's because I've known her forever. But I guess if I didn't know Krish, I would probably think she has like an RBF.
Yeah, but she's so sweet and bubbly.
Yeah, for sure. That's because I've known her our whole lives.
Sometimes I think Chris is the airhead.
Not
She used to be. She's
pregnant.
just so bubbly.
Pregnant a little. She's a go with the flowy.
Yeah.
She's like a
Even if things
bobber.
that she
Bopper?
don't like, even things she don't like, she's like we could do this. Like her and her.
Your
see-
heart was shown.
Thank you. Yeah, her and Danielle, she be telling Danielle like something like that she doesn't like, and then she like fine, she gives it up easy, like she don't care, like okay, do it anyways. I'm like, you gotta stay headstrong. If you don't like something or if you feel some type of way, don't just give up. She's easy to just she's go with the flow. Yeah.
Okay, so if y'all would get married, do you think y'all would get married in Mississippi, Houston, or San Antonio?
Definitely, I feel like I have the bigger family, so wherever.
Your family's bigger here than his is in Mississippi?
I mean, I haven't met his whole family yet, but I definitely have more siblings. I feel like I'm closer to my intimate family. I mean, intermediate. Wait, what's that?
intermediate.
Extended. It's immediate.
Like, what are y'all?
Extended.
I'm closer to my extended family, I believe,
Okay.
because he's barely close to his siblings for me.
Mm.
I call my sister and my mom every other day, every day.
Yeah.
So, well, we definitely probably meet in the middle. It's wherever we want to settle.
Or
You never know if we might have a destination wedding.
Destination.
Right. Like
Yeah.
we don't know what the future holds. So
Y'all
wherever,
better let me know like 2 years in advance because I can't get a passport right now.
Oh, I need a passport as well.
We have talked about that on a previous pod. If you're curious, go back to Amy Goes to Jail. I'm just kidding.
You should have named it that. That'd be a lot more catchy.
There is the way to get a passport. Like they said, like fast. So if you have a flight coming up, you just go and something.
David says
called
he
the
has more
Mexican
siblings
mafia.
than you do.
You have It's 6 and 6. We both have it's 6 people. 6. We both have 5 siblings. So it's actually equal. It's actually equal.
I do feel like we're unusually close for a family. Like I didn't think so. I didn't used to think so, but I think that we are.
Who do you give credit to that?
Myself. Nah, I give credit to Mom. I feel like Mom keeps us together.
I feel like I don't know what it is. What is it?
I just said. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I think your mom puts an effort too. I think that we're just used to being together. So like, I also think communication. So like, I think we're really big on communication. We're open. So I think the more open you are with your family, the more comfortable they are with you, the more you hang out with them. So I think that my mom has made it really easy to communicate with her and talk to her, and stuff like that. So I think when it's open for talking, then
What is this little man?
That's just him. Like that's not him, but that's just it's just emoji. I don't know how to explain it.
Oh, is it one that's only on? Yeah, who knows? Because it is.
I forget. I don't know how to describe what it means, but it's like kind of like a blank stare. Like just
Oh,
think
yeah.
it's like a pause and a blank stare. Like
I thought you meant
like
the
a
picture.
period. No, like the emoji.
Yeah, I understood that now. Took me.
I
couple
send that
seconds.
sometimes.
Yeah, it's like when it's an awkward.
It's
awkward
like
standing.
This is like an example. If I'm texting somebody, where you at? Oh no, if somebody texts me, where you at? No, I text, where are you at? And they're like, I'm right here, where by the tree, and I'm standing by the tree, and I don't see nobody. I'm gonna send the girl standing like
I'm
like-
standing here.
Which one is it?
It's
just,
on there. It's on there.
just a person
It's just a
standing.
standing. There's a girl and a boy.
So
Oh, okay. Maybe I just never seen it.
I feel comfortable telling you things.
I also think we're close with a
just
family.
happened? What just happened?
I think
Oh.
we're close as a family because we're living so close. Every barbecue, first of all we're so big. Then we're so close in
Yeah.
San Antonio. We're all really close. So like every barbecue, cookout, holiday, just a weekend we would decide to get together. We always get together.
Yeah.
You're saying?
I feel comfortable talking to any of y'all about anything.
Okay.
That might be
So,
a
like-
personal preference.
I'm just not like a lot of y'all. Like so okay, yes, definitely some things I'm not gonna talk about to every single one of y'all. But I feel like I'm comfortable I'm friendly with my family. Should I say. Like my family's more my friends than I have other friends.
I agree with that.
So I think that's probably
Is that
that's
sad?
why
Do y'all
I'm
think
close.
do you Derek think that's strange? Like like my sister's one of my best friends, and she's like my ride or die.
Yeah.
Is that weird? Like having your family closer than people your friends, like friends that are not your family. I feel like maybe it should be like that.
She said, I'm gonna ask the question. I'm gonna give the answer to. You're right. It's something I think when I left for college, and then I had a whole bunch of like roommates, and I think those were like really special times building with them. And then, but I think what I missed in some ways, I missed time with my family because I'm building with my roommates, and we're building these memories and these connections. So there's an element of me kind of circling back now and giving family a whole lot of priority. We do the pod once a week, and then we do softball twice a week, and then Coach Mila and Jackson with Jetty and Jeanette. Sometimes that's 4 times a week. So I think those moments I think certainly have made us closer just because you're involved in their lives in a regular way.
Yeah. I'm prioritizing that time.
Yeah. And when you say yes to one thing, you say no to everything else. So if you say yes to hang out with Chris, you're saying no to hang out with all your other friends if they're not invited or whatever.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
No.
So it's like anything on Tuesdays ever, I always say no. I
Yeah.
mean, except, Silesia was born last Monday, but
Yeah. But you have your one friend that comes to family stuff.
Yeah, Brisea.
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's unique. I think there was a time where I had a bunch of friends that would come to family stuff, and
Yeah.
then like some was kind of weird or whatever. So I was like, okay, again, I get it because me having men over sometimes that's different with as far as women and all that. So I just try to be mindful of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But nowadays a lot of my male friends have their own families as well, so they're kind of.
I think it's also different once you get married. Like, once you're married, you and your wife bring another friend. Like it would be.
So you're saying that they get married?
Yeah, I think if
she can't bring
Brisea.
Brisea anymore.
Ideally, I mean not
Also-
ideally, but like, I just think that that's just how things happen. You start spending more time with your significant other. You start.
Or that's why we're closer with our family because your friends, they also have their own lives.
Yeah.
They're not each other's lives. You living for yourself. So
Yeah, and I think like prioritizing like holidays and stuff like that. Like we do make sure to come to holidays and stuff, and I think that
Yeah. Why weren't you at our Memorial Day gathering?
when.
Just kidding.
I know. I was like, I wasn't invited and I was here.
I just wasn't around.
Well, was that yesterday?
Yeah, it was
Yes.
yesterday.
Shanice and I went swimming.
Yeah, we did.
Where were you?
Where's the invite?
Well,
She had me. That's all she needed. That's all she needed.
I forgot about
So
you.
how do you feel about to be a father?
No, it's exciting. It's very exciting. I think like feeling him move for the first time on my wife's stomach is crazy. I think there was so many fears though. Like there was a story the other day that came up on. It was one of the country singers. I don't know, did y'all see it? There's a country singer. His son was like 2 years old, riding the tractor, or the baby tractor, and then like he fell into the river, and then like he needed to be resuscitated and then brought back to life, and it's like he's pretty much I think brain dead
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like how again, like sometimes like when I was naive and younger, I would think, oh well, I say my prayers, I try to be a good person, God's gonna like do his thing for me. And I think some of that is absolutely true. The other part of it is like I don't want to be the person that goes, oh, did they not say their prayers? Did they not do good stuff? It's like, no, like that's a little bit too reductive. So the idea bad things can happen. And that's like freaks you out. Like, dang, like I don't think they woke up and said, oh, okay, him having this baby tractor will lead to him losing his life and not being able to grow up with the family. So that stuff was so heartbreaking, but it's like any story that pops off, like there's another story, again, like, oh, you think about the horror stories, right? You think of all the fears. Those are the ones that stay in your brain.
As
at
my
least.
son's about to turn 1, you guys.
Right. So like, I don't know if we talked about it on the pod or not, but there's a story of the mom and dad, and then the sinkhole in the beach opened up.
Oh yes, I
You
seen
saw
that.
that one, and then it all of a sudden got the
And
sun.
everybody was burying and trying to save him, and I think they got the son and not the daughter or something like that.
Right. The son survived. Daughter did not. Or one of the two.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But the scary thing was, it wasn't as though they took their eyes off of them
yeah,
and then they're whatever over here at the barbecue pit and then came back 20 minutes later. It was like, no, they saw it all happen. They immediately started working, and other people started helping them immediately, and it still wasn't enough.
yeah.
So like, that's just like crazy, you know, like the amount of caution you got to have as a parent.
So that being said,
Intense.
what kind of parent are you going to be?
Yeah, I think, well, naturally we'll be raising a son, and I think there's a part of moms naturally want a baby and be careful with everything, but it's like, no, we'll have adventure. But then
Yeah.
again, there's a lot of balance in all of that. And I know some of my friends who are fathers, they're doing like different like rites of passage, and I think it's kind of cool. It's a cool idea, like of what can. So rite of passage meaning a tradition. Like they crossed this barrier. Like now my son knows how to build a fire. Now my son knows how to cook fish. Now my son knows how to cut the yard. Now my son knows how to. And like, but all of these things are like special moments of becoming a man, because that's the goal, right? You're helping him become a man. What is a man? What can a man do? And then trying to help him know, all right, this is when he took his mom on his first date. He saved up the money, and then he took his mom on the date, and he paid for it, and he, you know what I'm saying? Like, so he planned it out. But the idea is, how can I help him be the husband he will need to be one day for his wife? How can I help him be the father he will need to be one day for his children? And you're just trying to think through all of those, like, again, rites of passage of sin, celebrating that, where he has something to look forward to. It's like, so my friends are doing that kind of stuff, and I think that's kind of exciting. Naturally, I'm not skilled in a lot of things. Like I think on my friend's like chart that he like wrote out is like auto mechanics, like what things he wants. I mean, I know how to change oil and I've like changed tires, but beyond that, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do I know how to do? But there is this idea of preparing him for manhood, preparing him for fatherhood, preparing him to be a husband, that comes to mind of, if I don't help him, then like who's gonna help him? Or like how do the battery cables on the car?
Yeah.
I mean, of course, by the time he's like, there might not even be any of that.
Well, I definitely feel like that is the your role, like, is being a father and being just preparing them and what everything they're gonna need.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It would be weird thinking about on the other side though, like preparing a girl and like
For I think a dad's job with a girl is to treat her the way you would like her partner to treat her,
for sure. Yeah. Without question that.
but to act like a lady.
Yeah, right. Well, the reason I brought it up right now was rites of passage. I could see how there's something meaningful that with on the man side, but again, let's think about you guys. Would that be significant? Would that be insignificant as far as you guys thinking about moments of when I learned how to cook my first meal for even if it's for my mom or for my sisters? Hey, this was that time, and I have it. I have the picture. I have this, or when again, we can make it really feminine and like all feminine types of things are when
Let's see where this is going.
right.
I know.
Is he gonna say fold laundry?
I'm like, first time getting your nails done. I'm like, I don't
First
know.
time fluffing the pillows.
What do y'all women even do?
Like, first time washing dishes. I don't know. I'm like,
First time playing Barbie dolls. Barbie babies. With baby dolls.
definitely did not grow up with the rite of passage.
Yeah, well, I think so. Fishing is, I think, both sides, men and women.
Yeah.
I think fire building. I think both sides. I think because the idea, there's some people I've heard say this idea that they want their daughter to be self-sufficient, to not need a man, although if they have a man that's good or whatever, but to not need one. So what does that mean? Okay, maybe
Independence.
maybe there is a rite of passage for doing the yard and helping her to know what that's actually like. No?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never cut the yard.
Well,
I've cut the yard.
I've heard a speaker who talked about like he trained his daughter even how to like put the gas in the car, not because he wouldn't do it for her, but it's like if she never ever does it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
then what?
You
I hadn't done it for years. I didn't do it till I was like 19 or 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably
Well,
maybe 21.
Okay, but let me stop. And would y'all think there's any significance to like rites of passage in those moments
For
or-
women?
Yeah. Like would there be any specialness for those things for you guys?
I feel like it's kind of hard to
Yeah. Gauge.
gauge like the first time doing this, because I feel like it's just building like a continuous learning and continue doing, because I might be teaching my daughter how to get in the kitchen at an early age. I know I was in the kitchen in the early age, so I don't remember the first time and like being actually taught. Well, I kind of do remember being in the kitchen and ask my mom and she helping her. So I feel like it's an ongoing process. And does that
Yeah.
answer the question?
Yeah, so not a one-time moment, but
Yeah.
it's ongoing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm no
And I
idea.
also agree with teaching them to be independent and learning how to do stuff yourself, you know. I feel like I grew up with a very strong, independent mom at times. So she had to do a lot of things on herself and taught us how to do things as well without needing help.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think our era too, as far as understanding how other parents have done it and trying different things. Like I know Patrick Bet-David. I don't know if y'all are aware of him. He has a podcast out in Miami, and he's talked about his kids know that anything they want. Let's say they want a PlayStation or they want the Xbox or they want whatever a 1,000-piece Lego set. They know how many books they have to read to get that Xbox. And so it's like, all right, that's 5 books, and it's they read it, and then at dinner they're gonna discuss what they learned from that one book. And I think that's like a cool idea of if you want something, instead of us like paying you money, no, I want you to learn and grow into that.
Yeah,
So
that's cool.
I do like that kind of stuff as far as like being creative with fatherhood that might not have, in a way that may not have been the same way, 100 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the same in the norms. It's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the same time, you still want them to run around a little.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
All right, I think we just crossed midnight. We did an hour and 20.
Yep.
Any closing words for us to wrap up the show?
You will be missed, Chenise. I guess we'll do an update in a while.
Maybe in December when I come back, I'll give y'all an update how Ole Miss is going. I want to thank y'all for having me on the show. This is my first time, and I'm very excited. And I'm still excited. I'm so happy. This is an amazing experience. Derek has an amazing setup and amazing co-host or host. I don't know what she is, her title is. But thank you, and invite me back. And, I'll give y'all some updates.
And by then, there will be a new baby.
Maybe 2.
Yes.
Yeah, 2 new babies.
Imagine if we had 3 babies on the pod.
We were talking about that. It's all the babies. Like I feel like me. Oh, we're gonna start a new topic.
It's okay. That's what we always do. We did this today.
we did this today.
Me, Krish, Amy, and Poppy. We were all together as little ones.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have. We
were the 4 together as little ones.
We had Mila, Jackson, Kalel, Salasia, your baby, her baby. That's 6 babies in the group. And I'm just so excited for them them.
What's the age difference between you and Pops?
4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the biggest gap?
Yep.
Between y'all? 4?
Yeah.
4 or 5.
He's how old?
He's 25.
Yeah, 4.
He's going to be 26 this year, though.
And Amila's what, 4 right now?
5. Gonna
She's
be
5?
6. Yeah.
She's 5?
Yeah.
So
This whole time I thought she was 4.
I thought she was 4 too. It's been a little minute.
Yeah.
But
Anyway,
I'm so excited that we have a new generation of kids because I feel like we didn't have that. Or like I feel like I don't have like a lot of cousins, but they're gonna have a lot of cousins.
But especially between Kalel. So it'll be Kalel, Salasia, new baby, my baby.
Yep.
They're going to be all within 2 years of age.
Any votes on the name for our son?
What are the options?
I don't know if this is it's not internet public yet.
You want a junior?
No, not a junior.
Okay, I was just wondering.
Why is that funny? That's not funny.
That is funny. Derek Jr.
Right.
Okay. Any votes on any name? Do you have a vote? Did I ask you for a vote?
No.
Okay. Would you like a vote?
Sure.
Oh yeah. Oh, sure. Yeah, I want to vote.
All right. Go ahead.
Wait, what do you mean?
Wait. I'm sorry.
Do we want to suggest?
Do I suggest?
It's midnight. Thank you very much. Forgive me for saying vote instead of suggest. You're right. Voting was more like they're already determined, and you have it's like like a presidential thing.
Yeah.
Where,
No. Do I want to send in a bid?
yeah.
That's
Okay. True. Okay. Do you have a suggestion of any name in the world for my son?
Ozempic.
Ozempic is crazy.
Just kidding. Sponsor us.
Honestly, I need a second because I like to be creative and I like it to be unique.
Okay.
And all I have is baby girl name, so I need to find it.
Maybe you take the name and you put an O on the end instead of like a Mila. It'd be Milo.
Oh, that's a good name. Jackson's ready, boy. Milo's cool. That'll make you and Jetty really connected.
Milo.
I think that's cool.
That's the name of Jack. Wait for it. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Jack.
1. 5,
Milo.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Derek,
5,
I'm not
4,
gonna get
3,
it.
2, 1. Pregnancy brain, go away. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Milo.
Jack.
Jack.
What's your association with Jack?
Jack.
Jack.
The pumpkin.
Come on.
The pumpkin king.
Clear your mind.
Okay.
Taking a deep breath.
Who?
And say the word Jack.
Jack in the Box.
Nope. Say Jack.
Please.
Jack.
Okay, you're close. I know it. What comes into your mind when you say Jack?
Jack.
Who?
Jack from The Incredibles.
Keep going. Keep letting your brain flow.
I don't think she's gonna get it.
I don't think I'm gonna get it either.
Who's Jack?
Rebecca. What? Randall.
From what? What is that from?
This is the part of the night where she gets so goofy.
It's from This Is Us, a show we watch.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, Rebecca, that was a off the wall. We should have known.
Okay.
You should have known because he knew it.
Back to Jack.
Milo, was that?
Back to Jack.
Okay, back to Jack.
You know his real name?
No, his name is Milo?
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a dog's name.
No, I feel like
It
it
could
sounds
be.
exotic, like from out of the country. It's giving like British, you know.
All right. Did you have enough time to think? We were distracted. We were trying to.
She was distracted
Okay.
by us.
Your name? Oh, Zempic is your vote. Is your vote? Is your suggestion?
No. My suggestion, Mason.
I think it's already Mason Guajardo.
Mm.
Oh, so some filters.
They're
Filters, Chenise.
You want to hear the filters?
yeah.
Filters. I mean, some of them aren't going to mean anything to you, but one, it can't be a person's child of our friends, our family that already,
Exists.
we have a friend. Their name is
Yeah.
whatever, Jaden. Okay,
Yeah.
can't be Jaden.
Yeah.
Okay, that's one. Two, it can't be a name of somebody that we have ever had a human experience with that's negative.
Oh yeah.
Three, it can't be somebody who already has the first and last name on Google. So if you Google their name Guajardo, there's already one.
That's hard.
It's actually not because Guajardo, let's say if you created a spectrum of Guajardo or of names that are really common, Smith would be the most common on this side. Maybe Hitler would be the least common. Like you never met a Hitler probably. And then Guajardo wouldn't necessarily be close to Smith.
Yeah.
Even on the Hispanic names, like all the Hispanic names that are way more popular, be a Garza, a Flores, a Gutierrez, a Guerrero, a
Hernandez.
Garcia, Hernandez. You could just go
Yeah.
through the alphabet. Alvarez, B, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Cortez.
Rodriguez.
There we go. That's R, but we were going to go to the alphabet, but that's okay.
I'm dyslexic.
But you don't know the ABCs?
I know them backwards.
Ready, go.
C, Y, X, W,
Okay.
U, T, S, H, U, P, O, N, M, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. I can also do it, and you stop me, and then I can start going the other way. And we can go like this, up and down the alphabet.
I told that to D and I'd be like, I can say it backwards, and he's like, he calls me a geek, and that's where I get it from because we both know it.
And I can hear when somebody else says it wrong. If they're saying the alphabet backwards and they say something wrong.
Yep, I'll be like, nope.
Actually.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you
continue.
finished with the filter? Okay, so no Google.
No,
first and last.
predominantly Hispanic.
Oh, yeah. It can't be too black, and it can't be too Hispanic.
Okay. Okay.
So, again, we also created, like, spectrums of, like, all right, well, what's too black, and then what's too Hispanic, right? So, Hispanic would be, like, Jose, too Hispanic. Black, Naquan.
Yeah.
Right, too black. So
How about I don't like the way it sounds, but because I want to put your first like the D in it. I was thinking Darion. That sounds too black.
Darion.
But I was like Derek, Darion. With
Darion.
the ER. Darion. But
Darren.
But that's just the first because I want the D.
First draft.
You looking for a sound effect?
Oh no, I was gonna look up
The name?
The name. See if it's on.
Darian.
Well, let me think of the
Guajardo.
spelling because it has to be different. D-E-R, Dare. Oh, it can't just be I-O-N. It doesn't. That's not a good name. I need some more time. But okay, yeah, I have a flight
All
at
right.
7:30.
Yeah. Let's wrap this thing up. All right, so let me go over
We
here.
gotta go.
I'm surprised if my boyfriend's still on here because I'm pretty sure he has stuff to do tomorrow as well. But thanks, babe, for staying on.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.